There's nothing wrong with using maqamat, but it has to be in rules, like using tajweed. Tajweed is the basic fundamental rules when it comes to recitation. If you make a mistake in tajweed, there's high chances of you probably changing the meaning of what you're actually reciting. There are 8 different expressions, like being happy, sad, or a conversation, debating with someone, or maybe first person, second person, third person. That's how the tone changes. It's not like higher the pitch, lower. It's not something like that, or it's not about the scales. It's basically about expressions of mood, describing it to the people. And one of the reasons why your teacher, when you go for hifz, always says that, you're doing this wrong, because usually at that moment, you probably don't know that when you're trying to recite with a maqam, you're making mistakes in tajweed, which is something you should definitely avoid. There's nothing wrong with beautifying your voice, because Prophet ﷺ himself said that beautify your recitation. So the basic thing you have to understand, that where did maqam come from? Maqamat did not actually come from Islam. Maqamat actually was an innovation in a halal way. The Qaris, they like to describe maqamat as a type of mood when it comes to recitation. Like we have an expression of feelings. So we can say the same word in different manners. Like when I'm sad, we can say something like, oh, I'm sad. Or we can also say it in a happy, but we don't use because it would be nonsensical. Oh, I'm sad. No, it sounds like we are mimicking someone. So it's important, some people make mistakes that just because I can recite nicely, I'm a qari. This is wrong. Because to become a qari, there is a lot of things you have to level up. There is academic ways to do it. The first thing is to become obviously hafiz, because you need to memorize what you're reciting. The second thing is you need to learn tafsir, meaning translation of what you're reading, because you cannot actually implement those expression if you don't know what you're specifically reading, if you don't understand. And it has happened before that there are some sheikhs recite nahwan, which is a happy maqam, on a sad ayah when it's talking about Jahannam, and he's reciting it in a funny way. When he ended his prayer, the people were looking at each other and saying that, why is this sheikh reciting tale of Jahannam in a happy manner? So it doesn't mean that that person was wrong. Maybe it was the only maqam he knew, maybe he learned, or maybe he didn't have the idea of it. We will not go through all in this video, but just let me tell you the differences with using a maqamat and not using a maqam. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين. And if we add maqam, الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. So this is with maqam. It has an emotion to it.